A secret agent embarks on a dangerous time-bending mission to prevent the start of World War III. Hello, everybody. I'm Steve from Valhar TV, and today I'll be reviewing Tenet. It's a 2020 sci-fi action movie. This is directed and written by Chris Nolan. So this movie, right off the bat, it's gonna be a good movie. I haven't really seen a Christopher Nolan movie that wasn't good. So the movie opens up with an opera house being taken over by an unknown group. They're basically there to kill an agent, and then another group comes in and neutralizes the first group to rescue the agent in the field. And then we meet the protagonist, who's played by John David Washington. The protagonist is a super spy. He's recruited into a transnational organization that is engaged in a Cold War with an unknown enemy. So he is tasked with getting close to Andrei Sator, a Russian arms dealer, so they can find out who this unknown enemy is and what they're up to. The protagonist is the actual character's name. I'm not joking. It's great. Uses Sator's estranged wife, Catherine, who's played by Elizabeth Debicki, to get close to him. So you see that he's not above using people like a spy would, and along the way, he's assisted by the mysterious Neil, who's played by Robert Patterson. So Neil is a contact that he ends up getting in touch with, and they work together throughout the rest of the movie. And it seems like Neil knows a little more than what he lets on, but you have to go through the movie to, really figure out what's going on with, like, his character. This movie is not what you think it's about either, which I thought was really cool, because the whole thing I just read in the beginning is from, like, IMDb, and it's not even close to what you think anything of the movie's about. It makes it very clear from the beginning of that, though, as well. The movie takes you on a wild ride that is great and confusing at the time. But that is what makes it good, and once you start to get what's going on, it gets even better. Yeah, like this whole movie was really good. There were certain parts that were a little hard to follow because of everything it throws at you. Like all the different concepts and everything that it deals with. And it also, like I said, it's not what you think it's about. So that gets a little confusing, but then toward, as you keep going through the movie, it starts to make a little more sense. And honestly, the ending of the movie I thought was really well done as well. The whole thing was just a great movie. The effects in this were great. You get explosions, you get car chases, shootout scenes that were all well choreographed. I mean, like, you've got guys who are crawling on the floor kind of backwards and then doing flips when, reversed flips, when they start trying to flip each other around and hurt each other. So I thought it was really well done. I thought this whole thing was really good. I mean, all this really is practical effects. There are obviously CGI effects when they start doing stuff like the reverse flips and things like that, and other things with, like, bullets, that got shot that come back at you instead of going forward. So that whole effects were great in this. The music and the sound effects were really good. The scene with Salvatore was even better with the music that they chose, because it made it, every scene with him just makes him more sinister when they play the certain music that they do in a couple of the scenes, which is fantastic. The acting in this was great. From Robert Patterson being the mysterious agent that helps out the protagonist, to Elizabeth playing the scared, abused wife, estranged wife in this. And the protagonist, John David Washington, he does fantastic as he's trying to figure out what's going on throughout the whole movie. Like all these performances were great, but I honestly think Kenneth Branagh was probably the best part of this movie. Uh, he gives a legitimately terrifying performance as Sator in this. Like he is. There's scenes where I was like, "Dang, this guy is really scary," and he plays that part extremely well. So I thought that was probably the best part about the movie, other than the whole thing, was his performance was absolutely amazing in this. This movie is a movie you have to watch more than once. It's kind of like Inception, where you have to watch that movie a couple of times, and every time you watch it, you see something that you missed before, and that's what like this movie really is. I thought this movie was great, to be honest with you. I'll probably end up watching again, watching it again to see what I missed in it. I would give this an 8 out of 10 easily. If you guys like what I do, please hit the like button and also subscribe, as I'll be doing more content each week. And also, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this movie. I'd like to hear from you guys. Take care for now, everybody.